Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, also known to some as the Snake Pit. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Terrell. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Bringing the heat. Avoids pressure. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice move, create some space.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wide receiver going in motion. He's in open space downfield. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone. It's right. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Purdue! Gets it into the end zone.
Well, the gamble.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throwing right. Makes a connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hauls it in with one hand. He'll be stopped about. He'll start this drive firing. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him and often in this offense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with. He's going to let it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Running inside. It's right.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the back over the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Red pass, it's complete. Fights off a defender. Makes the catch and he's free. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes it. fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Harris. Got some room, headed to the line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And this offense doing a really...
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for... We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Trying play action. Got it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Boilermakers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's some room. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So thanks to the defense. Over, big lead in hand. Opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Right on the money. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And this offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Kinsey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Using his legs, it's Terrell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now on the counter. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, they thought they had a good plan. They do.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Ohio. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and this crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The run inside. It's right. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Linebacker on running back, I'm going to lose that matchup a lot. But
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Barrels ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Purdue! And these guys just scored. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right. Got a little grass. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Harris. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're...
Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, the 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it on the right. 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On the ground, it's right. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll run it again. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle, and the clock winds down here late in the second quarter. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 11 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Fires it down the seam. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Running inside. It's right. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Purdue! That one will give them the lead.
And there you see his playmaking ability, man. Golly, like for a quarterback to be able to do this and just take off and outrun a defense, it shows you how athletic these guys are. They're big-time playmakers. And the moment the defense doesn't focus on them, they'll take off and they'll take it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Coming out with it, it's Cross. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. He's got the tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll run the counter. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. Still have a timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Ohio State calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.